Eddie, thanks for joining us. This is Into Boxing. We've obviously just had the weigh-in. It seemed to all kick off at the main event weigh-in. Can you tell us, you were standing really close to the action, what were the guys whispering to each other?
Well, so Liam Smith came in about an ounce and a half or 2 ounces over. He took his pants off, which anyone knows how much pants weigh, is about an ounce and a half, 2 ounces. And then everybody come over to the scales. Obviously you're up there on a stage and it's flickering. You know, it's going over, under, and I think Shane felt that people were getting too close to Liam Smith. You can influence the weight of a fighter by just a little touch on the arm. He wanted everyone back. Joe McAnally didn't like what Shane McGuigan was saying. A little bit of nothing major, and then everybody cleared out the way, and the board, he was bang on the number. So in the end we got there, obviously the Smith brothers down here, and I think it was all sorted out in the end. But it's just, I keep saying to people, it's not normal, this environment. Actually the two that were best behaved were the fighters. But there's a lot on the line. People want to win this fight really badly, and when you put people in an environment like this, when you've got 500 people here, 10,000 tomorrow night, tempers rise, and we saw a bit of that, but all leads to a dramatic fight tomorrow night.
Yes. Can you also tell us, obviously Shannon came over on the scales, so what does this mean for her?
Well, unfortunately she's going to lose her title on the scales. She's not going to make weight. She'll make a statement shortly, but it's a gutter, and she's got to recover from that mentally and then move forward now and try and win the fight, because Jamie Mitchell's now going, right, I can still win the world title, so I'm going to go and win the world title. Shannon's thinking, I need to win the fight, but I'm not even world champion anymore. Tough. That's life. Get over it and go out and fight and win the fight tomorrow. Hopefully fight for a vacant title in your fight after. And it is what it is, unfortunately.
Last question, Eddie. Obviously we've noted that Rhiannon Dixon wasn't on the scales today. Can you tell us more about that? Yeah,
her and Natasha Jonas. I mean, Natasha Jonas is another story. Turned down, I think, 6 or 7 opponents and gave me an opponent that was 1-10 or 2-10. I just said no. I don't want to put a mismatch on the card. She's a world-class fighter, should be fighting proper opposition. Rhiannon Dixon got very unlucky. Her opponent pulled out on Tuesday. Myself, Steve Wood, everybody, all throughout Europe trying to look for an opponent, of which we failed. Argentina, Mexico, all these countries are on a red list. You can't bring anyone in. And unfortunately, it's a small pool of fighters in those divisions, where you're talking about probably 4 or 5. Rhiannon Dixon is not Natasha Jonas. She can't be fighting the list that I sent through to Natasha Jonas. Unfortunately, the list that is suitable, none of them would accept the fight, and she'll be rescheduled in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you, Eddie.
No worries.